how we doing? It's time to get a fake beam in. So Billy got a pack of wood. We have a big green screen that we want in the middle that we can pull down, but also hide it inside a beautiful beam. So we want to be able to open it up to about here. And then on this side, we want to be able to open it because we're going to store some power plugs where this cable is going to connect to, and then that shall feed all the LEDs. But the first little problem we're going to have to deal with, well, we ain't going to deal with it straight away, but it's a problem, is if we put this in here, it's not straight. So either we need to chip some sealing there, or we need to fill a lot of this. But either way, first things first, get in the middle. Right, so I filmed this video 3 times. Each time I say loads of stuff and it doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna give you the layman's terms. Wood goes on ceiling. I'm ripping some of these down so then they're a particular width. Why? You will see in a minute. Okay, she's ripped down now. So we've got a full one and a ripped down one combined, plus the sides. Bear in mind this entire thing is upside down, so this should be hanging from the ceiling, but the entire width of all that plus the lid fits perfectly now. So that's what the beam is going to look like, and then we can just open the beam, and inside it should be that green screen and some power cables. So to make this the size that I need, we've got a full one and a bit, and then we're going to use a full one and then put the bit on the end. That way the joins won't meet, they're staggered, and then we're going to just screw them all together to get it the most strength we can possibly do without going out and buying a 3.60 m big beam. We have one gigantic piece of wood. Just need to now get it up here. Tell you what, where's a bloody ground when you need it? Right, let's prop this up here. Right, I'm having a break. Don't worry, this isn't my bath, it's Jess's. But I'm telling you now, if you've got a power drill and a mixing bit, this is how you make bubbles. That's some good bubbles. Right, so that's on the roof, and as I said, the roof does that kind of thing. So, now, because we've got a lot to bite to, it means when we put this on, we haven't got to worry too much about these gaps, because we'll just put it where it looks straight. I was going to fill these in, but I realised the curtain's going to cover this. So, as long as there's enough for the light strip to glue to, golden. So I've taken it off the ceiling again. Originally, I thought there was a piece of wood that was bending. I was like, right, let's get rid of the bent wood. Drove 45 minutes, got a straight piece of wood, put the straight piece of wood in, looks like it bent again. Then I realised it's not the wood that's bending, it's something bending the wood. So that was a wasted trip, awesome. So now I've taken it off the roof again. I've built it on the floor. I put some temporary wooden chocks in, so everything's at 45-degree angles, and it looks like it works flat. So I assume how I screwed it in there was twisted, warped, or something. So now I know it's all working on the floor. It should work. So we're just gonna try and stick it up there again and hope to God that it works. But sometimes one of these jobs, what should have been a 2-hour job, is just taking me all day. But the thing that's pushing me through it at the moment is when it's up and it's wonky, I can still see in my mind's eye what it's going to look like, and I'm like, it's pretty fucking cool. So my brain's like, yeah, just keep pushing, man, you're nearly there, and then you'll have something you're proud of and something very different. And the cool thing is, every time I walk into the room when it was up, you see it straight away. I was like, it's a proper thing that you go and go, oh bloody hell, what's that? So I hope this works. I've just done everything I can. I put all the magnets, all the little bits that need to be in the correct positions, and I hope this works. I bloody do. Oh, sorry I didn't get to film most of it. Well, I still haven't even finished it yet, but we're getting there. As you can see how much I had to drop it versus what the other one was, because everything's higgledy-piggledy, but this now makes it all straight. So nonetheless, there's a tiny gap all the way across. At this point, I'm going to take that gap, because that looks a million times better than what it did originally. But it does mean now we can come up and open it, and we now have space to put our green screen. I am very, very, very happy. So yesterday I spent the day doing absolutely nothing. I needed to recharge the batteries, that had beat me. But today's a new day, so let's get this bastard built. I am so happy. We are at the point now where we can actually start getting some coving, some LEDs and some bits and bobs into the room now, because most of the prep work is done. We made a bit of a mistake earlier. This little patch here is where the pull cord was for the original light. I took it off, pushed the cables through, easy filled it all, jobs are good. And went for a wee. Bathroom lights don't work anymore. I was like, oh crap. So I had to finger all the easy fill back out, pull the cables back out, wire them on, don't worry, the power was disconnected when I was doing it, and then push them back in. Bathroom's now working again. So I do make mistakes, but nonetheless, the beam is looking pretty shit hot. I'm very, very happy with it. It won't look as big as this when I'm done, because I've got this coving to go up. So the coving's gonna hide a bit of the beam. We're gonna probably have it about that much. So there'll be a gap on the top for the LEDs to hide behind. But then from down below, you won't be able to see what's hiding behind it. There'll just be magical light pouring from it. So this won't be as in your face. And then this little bit here is going to house all the power supplies for the LEDs, because it's going to be 4 sets of 5 meter strips on 2 plugs. So we're going to get 2 plugs in there, plus also it's got them QR codes or whatever it is that you have to scan to add to Apple Home. So I know sometimes if something resets, I might be like, oh God, I need to get the QR code. Well, they'll be in there so I can quite easily get to them. Plus, if I end up replacing the LEDs with something else, I'll be happy that I can actually get in and out of it. The thing's got a bit of a gap at the top. I might have to just put a piece of wood there depending where the LEDs are going to sit. And that's the power cable that we need to now connect into this. Haven't done it just yet because I don't know if the LEDs are going to sit on top or below the power cable. I don't know how I'm going to hide that yet. Well, I know I'm going to hide it behind coving, but I don't know which order it's going to be hidden in. But I'm talking quite a lot because I'm very happy. I've just edited what you've just seen. I was like, oh, now I need to finish the video. So that is where we're going to leave it. And then on the next vlog, we can pretty much start getting some paint on, because the walls are easy filled. Just need to sand that, put some paint on it. And then down below, we just need to easy fill, mainly easy fill these bits. I haven't got to do too much along the bottom because skirting's going to hide that. I just wanted to put some bond in there, so I actually had something to glue to when I put the skirting boards. But nonetheless, we'll get this painted white, get the LEDs in, get the coving in, get this painted, potentially that bluey green or whatever it is, the one closest to me. And then the room will start to transform. We'll be able to get the radiator back in, because obviously that will be all painted. And then it'll be a case of putting the floor down, putting in the skirting boards with the magnets so we can get behind it and have cable runs, and then start getting some units in. So we are getting there now. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to sit back for a bit now because this has been a challenge. It's taken me longer. I've been pushed back. I think I'm 2 days behind schedule now, thanks to fighting with this and then having to take a day off because I just needed to recharge the batteries. But now it's done. I can sit, look at it and go, it was worth it. It was worth the ball ache. But that is where I'm going to leave it. I can hear, can you hear it? Yep, that's the bear saying, come drink me. Come drink me. You deserve it. And we shall be back probably within a week or so. Sorry, this one's a bit of a short one. I would wait and put some more stuff onto this episode, but my license runs out for the music you just heard. I had 2 days left of the license. So I was just like, let's get it up. Now the license has been paid for, and then we can worry about if we're going to buy another license for the next set of videos. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it if anyone gives these videos a like, because it helps with the algorithm. And apart from that, I shall catch you on the next video. Toodles!